Hey guys, it's Mary McIntyre. Welcome back to my channel. So following on from my previous video when I made my reindeer, epoxy resin reindeer with beautiful sparkly antlers and boots, using the same resin that was left over, I made a bunch of snowflakes. So if you didn't see the previous video, I'll put a card at the top, but I used Let's Resin 2-part epoxy. In the blue toned ones, I used a mixture of silver, teal, and pale blue glitter, and I also had a separate cup where I'd mixed different shades of grey and silver and glitter of different sizes, and they really catch the light beautifully when you've got that mix. So with the resin that was left that had the glitter in, I've kind of gone in and just used these silicone molds that came from Amazon, and I'm using a pin here to just kind of work it into the corners and the hanging loop, just because there's a real air trap there. I'm always getting trapped air in those holders. So I basically was doing that with a pin, but I was making sure that I wasn't touching the bottom of the mold just to make sure I don't scratch anything. So I just used what resin I had left to fill up these, and then I also had some white resin left where I'd used the Vista white pigment. So I mixed that in. Any of the snowflakes that didn't quite have enough resin in, once I'd run out of glitter, I just topped up with white. So it was really simple. It was just a case of mixing up the resin, dumping all the glitter in and mixing it up and pouring it. But I'd already done my reindeer by this point, so the resin was starting to thicken up. So in the big snowflake mold that you can see nearest to you here, some of the detail in those is quite intricate, so I was having a bit of a nightmare trying to get the stuff to flow into those areas. Everything turned out fine, so you do see it getting a little bit messy. So yeah, I'm kind of showing the video in real time as I do this intro, just to give you a heads up about what I'm doing. I'll stop talking now and let you watch the rest of the process of making these, and I'll come back for demold. Oh, I forgot to say that in some of the white snowflakes that were just plain, I used some of the silver white mica powder that I used in the previous video, just to brush the surface and give it another dimension and another extra little bit of shimmer. You'll see that when I show you the final result, that some of them have that, some don't. So you will see me going in with a brush and kind of very quickly trying to get some mica on there before my resin gets too thick to pour. It's been a day and a half since I poured these. The white didn't want to cure. The glitter stuff cured no problem, but the white was taking its time. It's not been particularly warm, so I suspect that's why. This one I definitely over poured, so that's going to be a bit lumpy on the front. I suspect it's going to need to be a little bit of trimming there. Yeah, that definitely needs a bit of attention. It's easy enough to just kind of nip that off. Yeah, I'll do that off camera before I bring you in for a close-up. That definitely needs a little bit of trimming. So if I demolded that one earlier, it would have come off more easily. These kind of diamond cut molds are super, super cute. I'm going to leave that glittery one and do it with the other glittery ones. I'm just going to get the white ones out first. This one is an absolute pig to pour, especially when my resin was thickening up quite a lot. I think this particular one would be great with polyurethane resin because it's so runny, and it would have sort of more opportunity to get into all the nooks and crannies. It's kind of hard to do this one without air bubbles and just without lumps, and it's really hard to get it out of the mould as well, so that's why I didn't want to try until this was really set. It's beautiful though, it's just a real pig to make. I was worried I'm going to tear my mould getting it out. There we go. It is a beautiful design. Oh, that's pretty as well. So I used the mica on this one and not this one, but they're both still gorgeous with or without mica. Very, very intricate. Okay, so that's the white ones. I'm going to try this one that was a mixture. I've got no idea how these two things are going to have mixed, but I'd run out of glitter resin, so I've just poured white on the back and hopefully it pushed that outwards. Okay, that's fine. I wanted this to be glittery. It's just got a slightly white centre, which is perfect. That's the blue ones. The blue and teal together in this glitter mix that I just chucked together is really, really speaking to me. And this one has the facets and it's a shiny mould, so it kind of catches the light anyway. That's really nice. Oh, let's try this one. Chunky, the snowflakes that come out of these, so you don't have to worry too much about the prongs breaking. When it's freshly poured and you're demoulding early, you've got to be careful, but once it's solid like this, they're good to go. That ain't going anywhere, it's a chunk. Oh, so nice. Last one. Oh my goodness. These are amazing. So nice. Sparkle. To finish these off, I just use my silver cord like I did in my reindeer video, just cut some lengths, thread it through and just knotted the ends. couldn't stop there. I had to do this again, but using some green colours, green with like a hint of gold. The result is so beautiful, it's so rich and so sparkly, and yeah, just lovely. I added a tiny bit of green colourant into the resin, and I made a reindeer that was split between the green and the sparkly. I love them so much. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.